Shiva se Panthana Santum. Today the channel will address a query raised on Nyaya and Vaisheshika darshan. All the 9 Astika schools of Indian philosophy are tuned with cosmic requirements and cosmic administrations. They are linked internally. All are alive inside and outside the body. What are you saying? Wait. Normally they are taught as an opponent of each other. They are involved in kind of a wrestling match where everyone wants to defeat another to prove one's own superiority. That's not the case. Not at all. The sutras of all the schools are present in the Upanishads directly or in codified way. Later on they were divided, separated. Names were provided. That's why we have the name of founders. Rishi Kanad for Vaisheshika, Rishi Gautam for Nyaya. Well, no problem in that. After all, Indian philosophy prepares us in a chronological way to walk on the path of self-realization which is beyond attributes or upadhi. Nobody forces. Anyone can stay at any level depending on one's own choice. But the seeker who is not satisfied will move further. Now, showers of thoughts comes in the mind. So, reasoning starts. And here comes the importance, the need, the purpose of Nyaya darshan, which is held by Vaisheshika. They are used in a dual form, no? Like we say Sankhya Yoga. In the same way we say Nyaya and Vaisheshika. What's the purpose of these two schools? Now, you may heard about various substances and their various notions regarding Atma or soul. Quite confusing when we see the schools of other levels. Now, see, my dear subscribers, remember one thing. Studying Indian philosophy for own realization is totally different. Is of another level where you contemplate, you meditate, you follow the path of Nididhyasan, which is a process. You may not be familiar with these terms, no problem. But the thoughts do come about the body, gross, subtle, causal, about the thoughts, where they are coming from, about the soul, its size and the numbers and so on, what the desires. Who is the enjoyer of the fruits of action, whether it is soul or body, or somebody else, or both. What is karta and bhokta? Who is the doer, who is the enjoyer? Either they are one or two. What about consciousness? What is the relation between consciousness and Atma? And so on and on and on. Unfortunately, few scholars of Nyaya darshan started a new movement known as Navya Nyaya or New Nyaya, just to promote illicit reasoning and taking it as a final thing about the knowledge. Nobody cared about its chronological order. No need. So they just wanted their own preference. In the case of Vaisheshika, we see such kind of downfall. There are many examples. The channel will be giving only one. But few scholars unknowingly, or you can say by chance, they said, oh, see, Atma, soul is just like an atom and it is supported by Upanishads. Well, the full line is Ano Raniyan Mahato Mahyan. My dear, it's talking about the soul. And why you have taken only half of the line? Ano Raniyan? No. These kind of things creates a hurdle in the minds of well-wishers, and then say, hey, all the schools are fighting with one another. There is no similarity between the schools. Man, what kind of similarity are you seeing? Have you seen within yourself? Have you taken a holy dip within yourself? See a level of volume of chaos, confusion, queries. They are all addressed by our schools in a unified way. They're not wrestling with each other. No. Though they are taught in such a horrible way, that's another issue. See, one may like this tree, okay, people tree. Well, naturally that person will highlight this only. Another will like these two mango trees. Well, they will be promoted. Now one who likes all the three trees but not this vegetation part, well, won't promote this. It may sound okay for the purpose of studying, but not for the path, because it won't help for the further movement. All depends on your own choice. What do you really want from Indian philosophy? My dear, already the number of students is decreasing day by day. Well, don't quarrel like children. Stop it, man. Go for the essence. And you will find that, yeah, the path is very useful. And all the Astika schools, well, all the 9 schools are Astika, no doubt about it. And they are not meant for confusion. Now what about Atma? What about soul? Man, soul, well, does it exist independently? Is there any separate independent existence of soul? Have you thought on that? When we use the term Atma Bhyas, it means practice regularly. It is a term used in Yoga Vaisheshika. And all the 9 schools helps us in a unified way in the process. The classical form shows that. This topic has been discussed in the book Charvaka Management also. Now, what to do? Then what about Nyaya and Vaisheshika? Well, they are useful only if we know how to use them properly.